Hello everyone, this is Hodora and we are back with Chaos Zero Nightmare. Earlier today, we just have a half anniversary showcase, right? Arise, which cover what coming up in the next patch, right? Season 3 and in the near future, even after that. So we're gonna do a quick recap of everything announced during this showcase. But before that, we have 4 videos to go through before we go into the detail of this. Because this video play during the live stream and I find them really enjoying. So let's watch them again and go through every detail of each of them later. So first, I don't know, I like number. I like record, so this is like a recap of what happening so far since the game release right on on October. Right, we are 6 months together. We play, or at least we do a codex like 20 million times. Sadly, they didn't use Jajang here. And we have a score for the Great Rift season 1 and 2. The first one who get to level 60 is not that far away. Not that far. Is like pretty recent, right? On September, so 2 months away. 2 months ago. This is more important to me because what do you mean people go to excursion with Mika the most? I don't understand why. If you do, don't you do everyone equally or what? Why are you spamming Mika so much? Most present Selenial just to upgrade their bond, I assume. Who spend most time in consoling? Of course, it's Mika again. Mika is so tired, I guess. I haven't visited or buy any food since season 2 start, actually. Alright, that is a little bit of recap of what happening so far. So, first important thing that they announced during this showcase is a new mode I'm gonna assume it's gonna be put together with when season 3 start at the end of this month, right? Season 3 gonna start, I think, 28 or 29. But this mode is salty. We have a little bit of preview of this already. But I'm gonna let the operate
checking connection
assistant
status.
do some
Signal
explanation
stable.
for this.
This mission is far more dangerous than previous operations. Operation name, Sortie. The chaos that Protos and agents will enter in Sortie.
But before that, this is interesting, right? This is interesting because that means there is some content season. This might be because in this mode you can encounter unit that you don't have. This might be the pool of those, and this might be a banned unit for this season or whatever, right? And there is, well, I don't know if they're gonna use this entire layout or if this is just an example because there is a 2 different season mechanic, right? We have dimensions of season 1 and arena for season 2 here.
Operation
No
name,
clue, no clue.
Sortie. The chaos that Protos and agents will enter in Sortie has far more diverse variables than existing chaos.
But this is a new event, right? We never saw this
There is
before.
no single answer, and no operation is ever the same.
But my opinion,
However,
this
the
looks
strategy
so
and
fun.
tactics used
You
to
start
carry out
with
the
one
operation
cluster
are
and you
directly
try to
controlled by you,
progress as
Protos.
far as
In
possible.
Sortie, save data is not safe.
Yeah,
Instead,
save
rewards will vary
reward
depending on how
valley.
far you progress in a single operation.
Yep.
So the key is to use limited resources in uncertain situations to push deeper into chaos.
Mhm.
The
Pretty
chaos
good.
entered in sortie consists of 3 areas: outskirts, interior, and depths. And each area
Now
is
we
further
have 3,
divided
4
into
instead of
9,
2.
11, or 13 sectors.
Maybe it's gonna too longer than normal run. Who
As you
knows?
go
But
deeper
if
into
it's fun,
chaos,
that's
enemy threat
fine.
levels will increase significantly. But in proportion, the agent's power will also expand. Due to severe
That
space-time
boss
warp in the
look
chaos
new.
entered in sortie, waypoints cannot be used, and only one combatant can enter at the start of the operation. In the outskirts, you will have 2 combatants. In the interior, 3, and in the final depths, you will proceed with a party of 4 combatants. Within chaos, you can also receive rescue
Yeah,
signals from
there is
combatants
some
you do
new
not
thing
currently
here. We
own.
don't know what that is.
And
at
based
all.
on Proto's decision, you will select one of the 3 combatants to join the operation. The combatant selected when entering chaos and the first combatant to join inside will join the party with 4 starting cards and a random epiphany card. The third combatant will appear with a modified deck, such as having all basic cards removed or certain cards duplicated. The fourth and final combatant will join the party in a slightly different way.
Yeah, these only 2
This
cards.
combatant cannot equip equipment or use ego skills. Additionally, aside from the 2 specific cards they bring upon joining, they cannot acquire additional unique cards. However, since they
There's
provide 2
additional
core
2
cards of
cards
the
for you
character,
to mix
they can
with
supply
your
key
team.
components needed for the
Right.
party and enhance the overall completeness of the final deck. In sortie, choosing a fate can change the entire strategy of chaos exploration. And you may receive quests that grant powerful rewards upon
Yeah,
completion,
delete all normal
making it an
cards.
element that reshapes the overall strategy of chaos
Give Divine
exploration.
Epiphany.
Please remember this above all
Give Divine Epiphany
strategy of chaos
on
exploration.
all 3 choices. That is important. Not just
Please
one.
remember
We
this
have
above
3.
all else. What matters in sortie is not immediate gain, but
Of course, the
consistent
save is not
strategic
safe,
choices.
but hey, it's fun when you have a
In
good
sortie
deck during
operations,
the
the
log
chaos
right
that Protoss
run
will enter may be a far more difficult
than getting a
exploration than
good
before.
save, in my opinion.
Inside chaos, even more
And of course,
powerful
this mode
monsters
will
are
give
constantly
you
waiting to
a
strike.
really important
You will encounter
reward.
new subspecies monsters with special effects, and even
I
in
don't remember
unidentified
if
areas,
they
reach by avoiding them.
explain.
Other problems
We don't meet this guy at all during, even in Nightmare, we don't meet this guy at all. We only meet this guy in tutorial. So welcome back, and don't remember your name anymore.
may
But
arise.
it's gonna be fun. That means I can fight this nightmarish creature now, right? Since I don't play Nightmare, so I never fight with Nexus. I didn't see any kind of this guy before. So if it appear normally without Nightmare mode, then that's good for me.
In hardcore mode, unlike normal mode, the moment HP reaches zero,
In I don't know, they didn't explain this, but of course the monsters are stronger than it's fine for hardcore. But I don't know if the stress will keep increasing like in Nightmare or not, because that is what I don't like in Nightmare, is that the stress is kind of annoying to manage. If this is just like you die instantly when you reach 0, or when you hit a mental break, then that's fine for me to play. But it is still the same with Nightmare, with a different type of stress I need to look after. Then I'm not gonna touch this.
you will immediately become incapacitated and removed from battle, which may lead to repeated
But this
defeats and
gonna
failed
make us see
operations.
more of the unique
Together with
kill
your
screen
agents,
from the
push
boss,
as deep into
right?
chaos
If
as
we
possible.
fail.
In sortie, survival itself will be the objective.
But to be fair, I see 0 in my
Let
account.
me say this once again. Sortie is not a simulation. It is a real combat filled with unknown dangers. You will face the true nature of chaos, where unpredictable dangers and mysteries intertwine at its very center.
That sounds so fun. I can't
If you
wait
are
to
ready,
play
lead your
this,
agents
really.
and command the operation.
Of course, we're gonna do a
Even in
challenge
despair,
run,
find the
maybe
answers
higher
to overcome it,
difficulty with
Protos.
chaos, not with chaos, with hardcore mode
Transmission
on.
terminated.
But I have the front runner for my account already, which is 9. 9 gonna be my front runner. And before we go to the next video, we need to go into detail of the sortie first. So of course,
이제
right,
전투원들을 무작위로
some
이제
feature
편입하게
here.
되고요.
Let
편입하여
lower this a
전투를
little bit so that I can talk over.
무작위 전투원과 운명을 조합하여 자신만의 전략을
This is
완성해
nothing
나가는
much.
드리겠습니다.
Number 2, that is 5 difficulty level. Include hell mode, which is harder. Not harder, but that is, as you see here, 4, 5, and in difficulty 5, that is hell mode. Basically, like in Nebula Distortion, that there is a debuff you can stack, and that highest difficulty is gonna be 30. But in high difficulty, in higher hell modes buff you have, you're gonna get more currency. In hardcore, you get even more currency as a reward, right? So what are those rewards used for? Well, not there yet, but these are what I talked about earlier, right? You can find some unowned combatant in the run. And this also explained during the video already. Important one is actually this thing, right? New currency, the black mass. You can use this to purchase all of these items. What does this do? These are save editing items, all of them, right? Duplicate some card, remove some card, give divine epiphany. I don't know which is which, but hey, we can buy them. We don't know if there is a limit or not.
번뜩임을 할 수 있는 여러 가지 재화들이 준비되어 있습니다.
와, 신 번뜩임까지 할 수 있어요?
저도 제일 갖고 싶은 아이템입니다.
Everyone want that, even the dev want that.
핵심 재화.
Of course.
탐께서 대균열을 위해 적이
Alright.
완성도 높은 하나의 세이브 데이터를
And since we are here,
만들어가는
let's talk about the
과정
next
자체는
topic,
여전히
next
재미있는
Q
경험이라고
OR,
생각합니다.
right? Quality
이러한
of life
도전을
that
통해 세이브
announced,
데이터를 완성하는 합니다.
which
완성해 나가면
basically
만족감은 더욱 높여서 원하는 덱을 보다
chaos
빠르게
and save
구성할 수
data
있는
burden
방법을
mitigation.
그러면
So,
이러한 경험들을
During the season
위해서
3,
제가 또 준비하고
right?
있는
During the
그런
season
것들이
3,
많잖아요.
you
자세한
can
분석은
use
직접 개발에 관여한 담당자분들께서
save from
여러분들께
previous
직접
season,
설명해
right?
주신다고
Season 1 and
합니다.
season
그럼
2.
저희는 슈퍼 크리에이티브로 이동해 보도록
That's gonna
하겠습니다.
help a lot for your deck. Another thing that, okay, I forgot about this.
안녕하세요.
Battle skip mode,
기획자 차주현입니다.
right?
그간 여러분들께서 카오스를 플레이하며
To be
제로
fair,
시스템을
if you
쌓아주신
play,
데이터를 바탕으로 개발팀과 일레인이
I
함께
w-
게임
the
플레이를
most
조금 더
similar thing to
가볍고
this
편하게
is
즐기실 수
Stellar
있도록
Solar,
개선을
right?
준비했습니다.
In that
가장 첫
roguelike
번째로
mode, you
소개할
can
내용은
use a
전투
skip
스킵입니다.
ticket, and basically it's gonna
앞으로
play
세이브
for you,
데이터를
but you
획득할 수
make
있는
the
모든
choice
카오스는
yourself.
신규 제화를
You
소모해
choose
카오스
which
내 전투를
option
스킵할 수
you want to
있도록
take,
개선합니다.
you choose
이름만
which
들었을 때는
type
여타
of
다른 소탕 개념처럼
upgrade you
느껴지실
want
수도
to
있을
do,
것 같은데요.
but the game will
조금 더
run
자세히
itself
설명을
for you. This is
처음에는
basically the
로그라이크
same
특유의
thing.
랜덤성이 매
It's
탐사마다
gonna
새로운 재미를
choose the most
만들어줬지만
optimized
어느
route, so you
순간부터
don't need to
카오스의
change the
스타트들이
route at all.
원하는 덱을
It's gonna
완성하기
go to
위한
the run
통과
by itself.
과정처럼
It's gonna
느껴지는
stop
경우가
at the, of
카오스
course,
플레이의 시간적 부담과
unidentified
반복
event for
반응으로
you to
피로도는
choose the
줄이면서도
option.
직접 세이브 데이터를
And
다듬어가는
at the end
재미는
of the
그래도
battle,
살릴
the
수
battle
있도록
gonna be skipped.
소탕이 아닌
It's gonna be the
전투
animation, but it's gonna be
방식으로
skipped.
개선을 진행했습니다.
And after the
전투
skip,
스킵
you
모드와
shoot the
똑같이
reward,
카오스
right?
내부에서
Shoot the
매번
card
경로를
epiphany.
하나하나 탐색하는 대신
When you
가능한
go visit
선택지를 미리 분석해
the red
가장
side, you're
효율적인
gonna go
루트만
to the
빠르게
shop,
따라갈 수
right? And you see earlier
있게
here,
가능한 선택지를 미리
you see it's only gonna be direct line, and you're gonna do battle, shop, something like that. If there is an unidentified, maybe you're gonna shoot that too.
분석해 가장 효율적 연출은 생략되고
So yeah, and you can see it's
바로
gonna
다음
skip
선택지로
everything,
넘어가며
but you're
빠르게
gonna
진행할 수
choose
있습니다.
the option
전투
yourself.
역시 직접 조작 없이 자동으로
So it's
이처럼
gonna
전체적인
help
흐름을 압축해 세이브
you
데이터
progress,
타이밍
or at least
관련해서
do
느껴지는
a
피로도를
run
줄이는 데 초점을
faster.
맞췄습니다. 이때
Might not be
기존에
as
플레이하시며
optimized.
투자해
Who
오신
know
요소들은
how
그대로
good
유지됩니다.
they choose the
재화를
route for
사용해
you.
강화한 업그레이드나 환경 변수
But it's gonna
그리고
save a lot of
플렉스를
time,
통해 얻은
in my opinion.
효과들까지
But battle skip got confirmed in this live stream that you can only do this one per day, which is good enough for me. That means I can do one chaos run a day without spending too much energy instead of like half half an hour to 45-minute run. It's gonna be like 20-minute run, and that is a lot more manageable to do daily, right? So that's good.
모두
That means we
동일하게
can
적용되기
try to
때문에
get a
기존에
better
쌓아온 성장과
save
집중력이
for
모두
at least
연속
3
그대로 이어지게
character
됩니다.
daily if we
다만
want
이러한
to,
특성 때문에 몇
right?
가지 유의하실 점이 있습니다. 전투 스킨 모드는 퍼스트 여러분들이 지위를
Okay, so
보조하는
yeah, here let's
형태이기
go
때문에
through all of these
현재 구성된
announcements
파티와
together, right? Next is an official launch of the Tower of Scream.
마지막으로 4월
Yeah,
29일
on
업데이트를
April
통해 절규의
29.
마성탑 베타가 종료되고 정식
The
서비스가
beta gonna
시작될
end
예정입니다.
and basically the
정식
tower
오픈에
gonna
맞춰
go
실제로 탑을 한
higher.
층씩 올라가는 듯한
I
몰입감을
think
보다
the
생생하게 느낄 수
maximum
있도록
floor is like
연속으로 등장한
150.
상황에 유연하게 대응할 수 있는
We played this
기본
already,
작품이
right?
더욱 중요해질 것으로 보고
But don't
드립은
remember,
구조를 전반적으로
remember,
크게 개선했습니다.
if you haven't do this until for I believe for 25 yet, you should do that before this happen, because when this happen, your progress will be reset and the reward will be reset, so you can go grind them again.
정식으로 오픈되는 절규의 적들이 연속으로 다양한 상황에 유연할
Yeah,
기록 예상되고
yeah, yeah.
있습니다. 이로 인해 기존 콘텐츠에서는 활용하기 어려운
So that is all for the spiral, right? And of course, there is this part. Basically, if you manage to reach 150, right, 450 using certain combatant in the team, you're gonna get a exclusive sticker to use on your card, not card, on your nameplate, on your save data. Most likely to be their break, their break phase, their mind break phase. But you need to go from I believe 101 until 150 with these combatant, right? 50 floor, the last 50 floor.
구성했으니 끝까지 도전하시며 보상까지 꼭 획득해 보시길 바랍니다.
드디어
Next.
정식 출시되면서 더 고도화된
Okay. Yeah, save data requirement. I believe, did I skip that? Maybe I did skip that. But yeah, basically you can use save from season 1 and 2 in season 3 now. I believe they're gonna keep it like a number of season. When we reach maybe season 5, season 6, you cannot use season 1 anymore. But we didn't need to wait and see the detail about how many season can be used together. Three is like a good number in my opinion. Alright, so that's all for these gameplay and content update announcement. So let's go look at, actually it's gonna be this one, right? Little bit of preview for season 3.
担当直入にお伝
We
えしま
have
す
someone familiar,
ナイトメ
right?
ア号
Familiar.
ステラステージ公演のセキュリティ責任を引き受けていただき
So
たいんです
Philadelphia here is actually a galactic idol.
華やかな照明の裏にはいつもさらに濃い影が落ちるものです。遠くから見れば喜劇、近くで見れば悲劇。ささやかな慰めの瞬間が誰かの悪意で塗りつぶされて
So this, right,
夢見る
SS
少女の小さな世界が
if I
壊さ
remember
れ
the
て
name
しまうのを
correctly,
防ぐために
is the home of
だから
Haru
私は
and
剣を握るんで
Ray.
す。
But while this girl, right, Hedemari, invite everyone to join for the idol show, right, galactic idol show.
これは
Something wrong happened and it's involved the chaos
あの
order.
選択が最善だったの。
The enemy that we haven't seen since
もし違う選択をしていたら、あ、これって待って、ごめんなさい。全部私のせい。取り戻せないと分かっていても、バカみたいにしがみついていた時間が小さな奇跡を作り出せるのなら、
喜んで再び剣を掲げます。この舞台を見守ってください。
Right.
カオスゼロナイ
A
トメア
song
銀河に
referring
響く
to
歌
the stars. That is the name of the season 3. Exciting, exciting. Alright, back to this. So, in season 3, we already know that the first part, right, gonna be our second limited combatant, right? Hed Hedemari, or if we pronounce in proper English, it's Hedmari without there, but because it's Japanese and Korean, there is Hedemari. So yeah, SS Eternity. This is the stage of what we visit, right? So I said before on the first part, right, we have Hedemari as a character and of course her partner. On second part, they say, right, we're gonna get, is it here? Maybe they say somewhere here. Adelhai, right, this kid will be featured in the second part. We don't know if this gonna be 5-star or 4-star, right? Because she's a kid, maybe she is a 4-star, but if she is 5-star, the power balance in the team gonna be quite weird.
입장에서는 동화와 또
Yeah.
환상을 다루는 아데라이트의 능력과 관련되어 에데니티오 내부에서 또 다른 사건들이
Yeah, her
발생하게
power
됩니다.
gonna be
아데라이트 같은 경우
featured in the
연칭
story of
전투가
chapter
없는데요.
2.
많은 분들께서 기다려주신 캐릭터인데
And of
드디어
course,
정식으로
lastly,
소개해
we're gonna
주게
get
되었네요. 스텔라
Tenebria.
스테이지에서 콘서트를 앞둔 은하 최고의 아이돌
Right,
테네브리아.
Tenebria gonna be featured.
테네브리아 왠지 모르게 익숙함이 느껴지는
We
이름이
don't know if it's
그렇지
gonna be
않나요?
featured in the
카오스 요단의
second
무한
banner or the
기존의
third
에덴티오
one.
내부.
Depend
끔찍한 사건에
on
휘말린 아데라이트
Adelhai
테네브리아.
if she
그리고
is
혼란한 앞길을 밝혀줄 영웅 하이데마리와
4-star,
함께
5-star. Is
있을
it
때
4-star?
은하에 울리는
Right? If
노랫소리에
Adelhai is
모든
4-star, maybe Tenebria gonna be a second banner. And Aria, the blue hair girl, here, this girl, gonna be on the third one. Otherwise, this gonna be Tenebria's partner. And I know some people gonna be sad about that. And since we are here about season 3, you're gonna get an event for
시즌 시작과 동시에
half
방송에
anniversary. Basically, Monopoly board, you roll the dice to get all this thing. Nothing
을
much.
기념하는 에데니티오 순찰 작전 이벤트가 진행이 되며 시즌 후반에는 스텔라 스테이지의 공연을 직접 체험해 볼 수 있는
Yeah, there gonna be special mini game for you to play now
에데니티오의 화려한
instead of
조명
just
속에 숨겨진
normal
차가운
chaos run.
그리고 그 속에서 펼쳐지는 비극의 연극. 은하에 울리는 노랫소리에서 펼쳐질 이야기를 기대해 주시기 바랍니다.
Okay,
네,
and lastly, before we go look at a
4월
Demari gameplay video, right? This is the upcoming update leading up to season 3 update, right? On 22nd this month, 22nd of April, we're gonna get a story video. 24th, we're gonna get her song, right? We have the song from Selenia before, right? The really cute song, actually. Where is she? This one, Erler Code, Cobalt. Right? Right, this gonna be, we're gonna have something like this. Not like the genre of song, but some kind of song for Hademari on 24th. On 28th, we're gonna have Epiphany review. This gonna be a live stream, actually. It's gonna be a galactic. Where? Somewhere. It's gonna be the usual one where we had Gcraft do a review of Hademari on 28th, and 29th gonna be the launch of the new patch. Hopefully it's not gonna take too long because there is so many things to put into this, like Salty, season 3, half anniversary event, so many things. Hopefully they are doing fine, the dev. And of course this is important too. During upcoming half anniversary celebration, we're gonna have a login event right? You log in, I believe, a week, and then you're gonna get 2 5-star selector tickets, one for comparison, one for partner. Keep in mind this only for the initial launch roster. So Lenore, Veronica, Caribe, Kieron, those guys, and of course their partner gonna be featured in this. I believe Haru not even gonna be in this because Haru is actually first rate up. So anyone before Haru gonna be included. But that is good for me because I until this day I still don't have Kieron and I still don't have Caribe. So I gonna get Caribe from this and then I gonna only missing Kieron. But that's fine because if it's in here,
거의 2개를 얻을 수 있는. 이거는
I just want to show you guys the actual
퍼스트 여러분들 저희가 30톤이 나온 거예요.
300톤
페이지
the actual code for this somewhere.
한다고 하는데.
No. But basically during this period, right, you're gonna get 70 free pool. 70 free pool, this one. 70 free pool for your normal rescue. Right? 10 per day for 7 days. So don't forget to log in and grab this reward, right? Lastly, this is unrelated to me, but if you're curious, there gonna be a lot of offline event in Korea. For the Western, that is gonna be in LA, if I know. Yeah, in LA. And there is quite a few pop-up store in Japanese too, right? Not in Japanese, in Japan. So yeah, that is all for today, right? For all this announcement, really jam-packed announcement with a lot of content, a lot of new things to look forward to. Lastly, CZN 0418 Arise. This is the code that you can use in game or on the website to get a free 1000 crystal, right? This code will be available until 30th of June. So we have, right, 3 months. Don't forget to use this. Don't forget. All right. And before we go more than this, right, because the last part is actually the future that happened after season 3. Let's enjoy ourselves some Hedemari combat because she looked insane with Diana, of course. But without Diana, she also looked quite strong. So she has her own mechanic, her own gimmick. Is a link, and whenever the card is linked, when one card that link together is used, it's gonna discard everything else to the discard pile. As you see that. And she should have some mechanic depend on how much the card discard this turn or activate from discard this turn and unlock a certain upgrade version of some card. At least that's what we saw in the video. The detail gonna have to be wait for like a week and a half for the actual reveal on 28th. But enjoy the animation, I guess. Right? Look quite strong. Especially if you have a lot of moral. They're gonna be like 1,000, 2,000 per hit. But yeah, no detail yet, but we can expect her to be a discard focus DPS, right? Damage dealer. One of the things that they talk about this link mechanic, right? They want you to don't need to play a lot of card unlike with Selenium. So that's why they do is like this. When you use one is I don't know if actually use all or discard all. If you discard all and these have discard effect, then that's fine. But by having link, right, it means she cannot spam card. when you use one of her card, it's gonna use everything. Unlike, so she not gonna work well with someone like Selena, right? With coordinate attack after every single attack. That not gonna work. Instead, it's gonna work with anyone who benefit from this card. In this case, Diana, Lenore should work too. But yeah, that's basically a little bit of a teaser for Hedemari combat. Alright, lastly, before we end the video, let's go look at a future
아래도
plan.
아,
좋아해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
Actually, I can full screen this. Like future development
자, 이제
roadmap.
쇼케이스가 어느 정도 마무리를 향해 가고 있는데요. 그런데 이렇게 끝내기에는 또 아쉬워요.
It's quite funny this part because
또 퍼스트
the
여러분들
MC
위해서
keep
좀 이유를 또
pressing
주시는
our
것도
director
살짝
about
풀어주시면 좋을 것
anything
같긴
more,
하거든요.
anything more,
탈탈
and
하시는군요.
뭐 이럴 때 써야죠.
it's just funny that
지금
it's keep
저희가
pressing and
런칭 전보다
he just
더
squeeze something more to talk about.
빡세게 더 열심히 일하고 있는데
애들이 빡세게 좋습니다. 네.
더 박차를 가하고 있는 중입니다. 열심히.
But yeah,
드디어
우선
first,
다운실에
right,
이제 말씀드렸던
story
스토리
revamp
대파.
of the first 5 chapters that we play in game before, featuring Luce and Judas, right? Gonna be revamped on July 8th, right? July 8th update. So that is like 4 months. We have May, June, July. 4 months from now. 3 months
드디어
actually.
이루어집니다.
May,
드디어
June,
진행이
July.
네,
3 months.
지금 한참 성우 녹음 중이기 때문에 성우 녹음이 끝나는 대로 곧 여러분들께
That is
찾아뵐
at least
예정입니다.
2 more
그래서 저희가
seasons.
로드맵 쇼케이스 때부터
맞습니다.
스토리 개편이 되네요.
Two
이번
more
업데이트를
seasons.
통해서 게임의 구조를 좀 개선하는 만큼 또 스토리 쪽에 대한 개선도 함께 이루어지는 것 같고 정말 직접 해보시고
맞습니다.
또 있어요. 네.
네.
Yeah,
우선
more
아까
thing.
소개해드린
Of course,
전투
another thing is that the battle
모드에서
skip you need to
말씀드렸는데
still
전투
watch
스킵
the animation
모드로
happen,
전투가
right?
진행된다고
They
말씀드렸잖아요.
try
네.
to make it
사실 그러면 좀
faster.
어색하거든요.
So,
미확인 구역은 내가 직접
in that
플레이하는데
one,
전투만
it's gonna
자동으로
be
돌아가는데
text text-based roguelike mode for you to do a chaos
자동으로
run in.
돌아가는데 텍스트 로그라이크 형태의
No
그
clear
모드
explanation
같은
yet. They're still
그렇게
developing
개선을
this.
준비하고 있거든요.
네,
But
그러면
basically,
짧은 시간
text-based that means
가볍게
you
플레이를
just
하고
have a
끝낼 수 있는
text
형태의
run
코스
and you
탐사.
choose what
그리고
happened.
집중해서
And it keep
극한의
running
난이도를
until the
계속해서
end.
도전할 수 있는
So it's gonna be a
출력,
lot
뭐 이렇게
faster
구성이
than
되는
playing the actual
맞습니다.
chaos run.
그래서
But
이제
it's gonna be
라이트하게
separate
즐기시고 싶은
from the
퍼스트
normal run. So you can do normal run
출격으로
just
재밌게
like you
로그라이크
want,
즐기시고,
right?
기존의 카오스는
And
텍스트
why they do
로그라이크
this?
형태로 가볍게
Mostly
즐기실
just
수
because
있게 개선할
They
예정입니다.
want to focus the
기존처럼
roguelike
난
element
대만은
into
좀
the
게임
salty,
파밍을 원한다.
right? Into the new mode salty. That is when you want to play a roguelike experience, a true roguelike experience. And with that, you're gonna get a save editing item, right?
하나만 더 흘려주세요.
And you can use those
아마
items to edit one
최근에
save file.
이 내용에 대해서
So there is
혹시
no need to
카오스 제도
spam
말씀드리고 나오지
chaos
않을까라고
normally
기대하신 분들이
to get
많으셨을 것
multiple
같은데
save file to get optimal save file
바로
anymore.
멀티플레이
You just
모드를
find one
준비했습니다.
good enough and use editing items to edit them to be
전
perfect
세계에
save.
있는 퍼스트 여러분들과
But again,
나 혼자만
to
즐기는
get
게 아니라
those, you need
같이
to play
카오스를
salty
즐기실 수
instead of
있는
play
그런 멀티플레이
chaos.
모드를 준비 중에 있으니 이것 또한 중간에 개발자 노트를 통해서 퍼스트 여러분들께 준비 상황을 전달해 드리도록 있으니 같이
Right?
개발자 노트를 통해서
것 같아요. 너무 기대가 되는데
Anything else?
플레이도 변화가 되고.
Oh yeah, they talk about this. I keep talking and I forgot to read.
자,
Yeah, they talk about multiplayer mode. We will see what that is about, right? We see. I believe people start requesting this after they saw what latest file 2 does, and it's fun. It's really fun. Not fun for me because I don't have anyone to play with, but hey, as long as I see people having fun, I'm happy too.
퍼스트 여러분에게 더 재밌고 더
Okay,
만족스러운
anything else?
이벤트와 경험과 보상을 준비하기 위해 최선을
Alright,
다하고
nothing.
그 준비한
So let's
결과물을
just hear
직접
some
퍼스트 여러분들에게 소개하고
closing
있습니다.
from our
다시
director,
한번
and let's end the
진심으로
video after
감사드립니다.
this. Right?
4월 28일 업데이트
Yeah,
하루 전이요.
Galactic News
음악 뉴스
Network.
라이브 방송이 한 번 더 준비가 되어 있습니다. 그
28.
방송에도
28.
여지없이 디렉팅이
As
나올 것
usual.
같은데. 조만간 또 볼 수 있고요.
As usual.
은하망 뉴스 라이브에서는 출격 실제 플레이를 미리 확인하실 수 있도록 준비할 예정입니다.
Oh,
그때는
okay.
오늘 소개해드린
We
출격을
might be able to see
플레이해보면서
some preview
카우스로
from
나이트메어가
Salty.
어떻게
That is
변하는지
mean we're gonna have
자세히
Gcraft
보여드리도록
doing a
하겠습니다.
Salty run
그리고
live
명예로운
on
시장이죠.
stream. That's
앞서
gonna be
소개해드린
fun to watch,
하이드마리에 대한
right?
자세한
And we
카드
invite
설명 드릴
either
예정이니까요.
director or
많은
invite
기대
some
부탁드리겠습니다. 자, 이제
the
마지막
content
기다려주셔야
creator from
되는데
last stream
저희
to backseat him. That might be fun too. Who knows? Anyway,
자, 가시죠.
that's all for me today.
happy,
I hope you have fun playing video game. Good luck with your gacha. If are you excited for half anniversary and season 3? I am.
緊張しないで
Anyway, I'm gonna go now. We're gonna end the video after we listen to Hedemari.
エディ号を
So,
代表し
see you
て
again next time.
参り
For
ま
now,
した
bye bye.
やっぱり私の力がこういう大切なお祭りで役に立っているみたいですね。はじめまして、ファーストの皆さん。カオスゼロナイトメアの新キャラクター、ハイデマリ役の瀬戸桃子です。よろしくお願いします。私が演じるハイデマリは今回のシーズン3で初登場するキャラクターでございまして、ハーフアニバーサリーという記念すべきタイミングで皆さんにお披露目することができて本当に嬉しい気持ちでいっぱいです。ハイデマリというキャラクターはですね、もうギャップがすごくてとにかく演じていて楽しかったです。もうまだまだ語りたいこと山ほどあるのですが、ここまでということで、ファーストの皆さんにお会いできる日を私も心待ちにしております。ここまでハイデマリ役の瀬戸桃子でした。ありがとうございました。